Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Blue Archive reaction. So, keeping with the theme of Christmas songs, trying to get as many as I can in the gacha scene done before the end of the year, we have the Blue Archive ones, and this is Mary Blue and Cherry Berry Mary. I had to kind of think about that last one because I only have the number up on screen, which is 139, and I think the other is 62? Don't hate me if I got that wrong. I only have one or the other on screen right now, so I can't use a cheat sheet. These are both Christmas themed. I assume they're from a similar or the same event because they seem to be uploaded around the same time, but with the big difference in the numbers, they could have been from different years. Not that it really matters, I just know that they're both Christmas themed-ish, both festive at minimum, and I want to hear what that sounds like with the composers from this game because they're all so good, and I want to know what they did with the Christmas theming. So without further ado, let's go. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's an easy one to do right away. Ooh. All right. That familiar feel. I didn't look at who composed Mary Blue. I know that Mitsukiyo did the second one. I forgot to look at who did this one. Based off the sound, it's either gonna be... Guys, probably Mitsukiyo again. I don't think this is Nor. But they're so good at copying each other's styles and like emulating that feel, so. Ooh. Ooh. I like that trap feel on the back end. Hey, I just realized she has a gun. Little lolly with a gun. I'm threatened. Don't move or I'll shoot, Uwu. It's a very festive song, though. Not gonna lie, giving you like Pokemon snow area. It's very, very similar in energy with the trap beat. Very nice. These are back-to-back this time, which is rare when I do multiple songs, but somebody had a mix of both of them uploaded to YouTube, which is very rare, so figured I would take advantage of that. I'll talk about both after I'm done listening. Ooh, all right, a little bit more uplifting, a little less cutesy. Ooh, nice little jazz solo on the piano. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, right into the upbeat. Oh, Mitsukiyo, you're coming after my heart here. Loving that day. Ooh. We building in, getting a little more energy? Where can you go from here? This is a perfect high energy sound. Loving this for a Christmas theme. Not too Christmassy. It's much like the song I listened to yesterday. At least in the fact that it's not so Christmassy. They sound completely different. Slow it down a bit. Ooh, okay. We going for that filter. They gonna build back into it, or are they just gonna let it? Nah. I figured once they went as long as they did, they weren't gonna do any big ending. Very nice resolution, though. Really like that one. So I wasn't wrong. It was Mitsukiyo doing both, apparently. That sound was too similar after I heard the second one to be like thinking anything else. Mitsukiyo has a very good energy with that high upbeat electronic stuff. The synths they use are just fantastic, and they're very clean every single time. And even with the other musicians on the staff that do most of the other music, there is just something very unique about each one of their tones. And no matter how much you try, you'll only be able to emulate somebody else. You'll never be them, you know? And like I had said, it kind of gave me that like Pokemon snow area wintry sound, and that's not a bad thing. That first one definitely had that energy, and that's a good energy. It's very bright, it's hopeful, it keeps your attention, you don't get tired of hearing it at all. They're so good with looping, you know, like they're so on point with keeping it interesting enough that I could listen to it for hours and probably not even realize it, because they're just not offensive to the ear. There's nothing that gets tiring about them to me. I always really like that about these songs. But Mary Blue specifically was a little bit more on the Christmas edge. They were trying to use more samples, of course the chimes and everything, to sound more Christmassy. The overall like melody and everything had a little bit more Christmas flair as well, whereas theme 139 didn't have quite as much of that. But again, I do appreciate that sometimes, because it's a nice refresher from just hearing nothing but blatantly Christmas sounding stuff. They had a few samples through there, but they didn't really like stand out as the thing that they're trying to get you to focus on. Whereas in Mary Blue, there was a lot more of that like push to sound Christmassy. Either one works. You can definitely do both, but it is nice having that refresher like with theme 139 where you don't have as much of it. What I think is kind of funny is that Cherry Berry Mary kind of felt more like a Sonic song in a way. Like it felt like a waiting title screen or like a beach area in a weird way. I don't know why it sounded more like a beach during Christmas than it did like a town square during Christmas, which is kind of more what I expected after hearing the first one. So it was kind of an interesting difference between the two. And of course, I've already talked about the fact that I like those differences and I find them both unique in their own way, so I won't harp on that again. But this song definitely had some more brightness to it than the prior one did, and it played to its melody a little bit more and didn't let those samples get in the way, and I really do like that. Overall, Cherry Berry Mary was a little bit more jazzy, a little bit more freeform. It had a lot more of that loose energy compared to the prior. And that's a really nice energy to give to Christmas songs, because it allows the mind to just kind of go wild and experience the music and track it around. There's just so much jazz can do. So when you utilize jazzy things in songs like this, especially ones that are more upbeat and bright like this, you allow the mind to go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow. And it kind of expands your perception of what you're listening to. And I just love that it does that for this song. And of course, I would have a little bit of a bias to those jazzy features in songs, and the delayed beat on this one where it just kind of stopped and then hit. I really love those. It's one of my personal favorite stereotypes of music. It's just such a good trope, and I will always enjoy it. It might be overplayed to some people, but I don't think it'll ever be overplayed for me. It's just one of my favorite little things that makes me go, ooh, you know? Oh, wow, that was different, even though I hear it hundreds of times. I don't know why. It's something I've always loved, and I don't think I'll ever stop loving. But I also really like how at the end of the song, it kind of slowed itself down. It added some more of the sleigh bell sound to it. You could hear the sleigh bell sample being played throughout. And then when it ended the song with going into a low pass filter and then having a pause followed by a resolve, that's just a nice way to finish off a song when you really don't have any other way to finish it. I don't know if this song specifically was designed to loop and that was added on just to be like a final version for either a credit scene, or if it was something added specifically for soundtrack uploads, whatever it may be. I really do like the way that they played with that, and they allowed it to just kind of mellow out to finish the song. It felt very good. But I think that's about all I got to say for this one. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any other gacha games that have music from Christmas stuff that I haven't gotten to yet, we've got like maybe a day as of the upload of this one for me to record that and get it out before the new year. So let me know down below if you have one. And other than that, if you like this video and you want to see me talk about music stuff and be a dork more, you know how to follow me and support me and all that. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!